Hey everyone, Cody from Mac Telecom Networks. In this video, we're going to be looking at stacking two UNVRs together. The normal UNVRs could be stacked together with Unifi version OS 3.1. So what we're going to have to do, we need to upgrade both of our UNVRs to that version. The UNVR pros have been able to do this for quite a while, but I finally got my hands on a second one. The reason why we would want to stack these together is to add capacity. So if we're adding over the limit of the cameras of one NVR, we could add a second one. You could only do two NVRs in one stack. We can't go above that. And you need to make sure that the models are the exact same. You can't do a UNVR Pro and a normal UNVR. If you'd like to hire me for network consulting, visit my website at mactelecomnetworks.com. We do have a Discord channel and affiliate links in the description below. The first thing we need to do, we need to update the NVRs. I have one on port 18 and one on 20. So if we click on the icon, it's going to show us the IP address, and then we can put that into a browser. So these are both out of the box brand new. So let's set them up. I'm going to give this one the device name of parent, and then we're going to agree to the terms and service and press next. We're just going to say it's for our home for personal use. And then I'm going to sign into my single sign-on. For the update schedule, I'm going to disable it completely, and then we're going to press next. Now it's saying select a preferred storage policy. I don't have any disks in this right now, but we're just going to say one disk and then press next. And now it says it's setting up our device. So we need to do that same step on the second NVR. Okay, so now we could see that our version is on 1.4.9. So we need to get these upgraded quite a bit. I'm going to go over to system settings, and then I'm going to click on updates. Under the updates, we could see the status that I could update to 2.5.11. This is the first step we need to do, and then go to 3.1. So I'll update this. You can now see that it's been updated to 2.5.11, and we have another update available. So we're going to want to do that. I'll click on update. And this is going to bring us to 3.0.16, and we'll click update. And one more update is to go to 3.1.9. Once that's done, we will update our protect version so it's at the latest. All right, both of the NVRs are now updated to the latest version. What we need to do, we'll keep the one parent online, but the child we need to put in a factory default state. So I'm going to go onto the child, and then we're going to go to console settings. I'm going to scroll down, and then I'm going to go to factory reset. We're going to factory reset it, and since this already has 3.1, we'll be ready to go. One other thing that I need to do, I need to put these NVRs onto my camera network. So we'll go over to my UDM SE, and then on port 18 and port 20, we're going to select this to be on our camera network. So I'll click our primary network to be camera, and then we're going to do traffic restrictions, and we're going to block everything else besides the camera network. So now to finally get these stacked together, I'm on unifi.ui.com, but you can sign in locally if you'd like. We could see that we have the parent NVR, and I'm going to click on it. Once I click on that, it does detect another NVR. So you can see in the right-hand corner, a new UNVR was detected. Do you want to stack these together? And I'm going to click stack. Also, if you just click into protect, it's going to ask you if you want to stack as well, and it will bring up this little icon, and we're going to do that. It says stacking console. This should only take a minute. And there you go. You can now see in the top that both of them are stacked together, and that was very, very easy. Down at the bottom, we have our system time, and then we could see our two different NVRs, UNVR 4.8C, and then we have one that's D25. I don't have any drives, and I'm probably not going to put any in. But what we're going to do, we're going to bring all my cameras over, and I'm going to show you how you could swap cameras between the parent and the child. If you've never done an NVR migration before, all you need to go is to the UNVR Pro and then click on your settings. From the settings, we have this migration, and we could download the migration file. Now that the migration file is downloaded, we need to go to our new NVR, click on the settings wheel, go to system, and then we're going to import the file that we just downloaded. Now it's saying, are you sure you want to import this backup? And we do, and this will bring all of our cameras to this new stacked NVR. So one thing to note with the migration, it actually broke the stacking. So if we see here, we don't see the other NVR, we could go to our cameras, and it shows that our cameras are online. So if we want to bring our cameras over, we would probably have to use the recovery code. So I'm going to have to factory reset this. I'll use the recovery code to get the cameras into the correct NVR, and then we'll stack them together. Now I got the NVRs stacked back together, and you probably won't run into that migration issue, as you're probably just adding a second NVR into your setup. But with the NVR and the balancing of the cameras, all previous cameras that are already managed, they're not going to balance automatically. So you can see under here that we have UNVR 4.8C for all of my cameras. If we add any new cameras, it will balance. So to move your cameras to the different NVR, all we need to do is click on the camera we want to move. So we'll do the AI bullet. We'll go over to settings, and then we're going to choose the NVR. Under the list, we could see D25, which is the second NVR, the child. We'll click on that and it says all prior recordings will be erased. Are you sure you want to proceed? And I'll say proceed. So you can see that switched over very quickly. Let's do one more, this G3 Flex. Go over to settings and then we're going to go to the NVR and then we're going to choose the child and we'll press proceed. Now say you want to remove the child NVR from the stack. All we need to do is click on the stack icon and then choose the child NVR. Scroll down to the bottom, go to managed, and then go to remove, and that will take it out of our stack. And that's going to be the video on the NVR stacking, and it's super easy to do. Moving our cameras between NVRs is also really easy, and I'm glad Ubiquiti added this feature. Let me know what you think of this feature in the comments below. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you're new here, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. All right, thanks.